Greetings everyone, I'm Crystal Forman, the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun, with a focus on plant-based foods to help you live a healthier, compassionate, and more vibrant life. Today we're making sesame, turnip, quinoa bowls, as well as sweet potato smoothie. So we're going to get started with our quinoa bowl. So we have some turnips here. These are the purple top turnips. I've already peeled off the skin. So if you want to see that, I've shown how to peel turnips in last week's video. So this has been peeled. I'm just going to slice it in half. So you want 2 large or 3 to 4 medium-sized turnips. And then we're going to slice off the base and the top. So we want our pieces to be about 1/4 inch. So 1/4 inch dices. Right. Depending on the size of your turnip, you might have to slice through a few times. And then flat side down. Just going to slice it through again. And we're slicing lengthwise this time. Okay, and here. So these can also, at this size, you can make them into turnip fries, but for our purposes, we're dicing them, designing them up again. So the turnip I had earlier that's in this bowl was a little larger than the one I just diced, so it'll be about 4 cups of turnips. So if you buy turnips already diced, you can just kind of measure it by that, 4 cups. The measurements do not need to be perfect because we're just going to coat this and put it right in the oven. So if you're watching this, make sure you are putting it, whether you're live or replay, put hello and let me know you're watching, and let me know where you're watching from. Alright, so we have our turnips in the bowl. To do that, we're going to add in 4 cloves of minced garlic. I've already minced this, so it came out to about a tablespoon. Let's see, 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds. So these are unroasted, but you can use roasted as well. So sesame seeds in, 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of our agave. 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil, or you can use sesame oil, and 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, or you can use sea salt. I'm just going to mix this all together. Make sure you have all of the turnips well coated. So turnips are actually in the brassica family. They're related to kale and collards. You can eat turnip greens as well as the roots, which is what we're doing today. We're eating the bulbs or the roots. Call them bulbs. So it's nice and coated here. And we're going to put this on our lined baking sheet. So I've already lined it with some parchment paper. I'm just going to make sure it's 1 layer deep, so you don't want to have it like piled up. Put it all on. And just spread this out. So we're going to put this in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. If you need to let it roast a little longer, you can put it in for 30 minutes. Spread it out. And that's that. So we're going to get this in the oven, and we have one already done, and we'll take that out. So here's our sesame turnips, ready to go. Just gonna let this cool down for just a few moments. is cooling down, we're going to make the dressing. So for our dressing, we have 1 cup of scallions, just diced up. That's what this is. Into our 1 cup, we're going to add in 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/2 cup of sesame oil. I'm sorry, what is this? 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and this is my sesame oil, 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and 1/2 cup of our rice vinegar. I like to get my rice vinegar and sesame oil from the Asian stores. They tend to have a better price on it than a lot of the conventional stores. Also have 3 tablespoons of sesame seed. Again, so this is going to be very heavy in sesame. We're just going to whisk this. So this is the dressing that is going to go on top of our bowl. We're just going to let the flavors marinate for a moment. And we can start fixing our bowl. So I have here 4 cups of quinoa. And this is just white quinoa. Sometimes you'll see red quinoa or black quinoa. And to that, we're just going to add some of that to the bottom of our bowl. And then we're going to add in some of our roasted sesame, turnips. You can really add as much as you want. Turnips are not very high in calories. They do have a lot of vitamin A in it, or technically beta carotene that becomes vitamin A in our bodies. So have that on, and then we're going to add some of our dressing. So I'm going to actually use this. And that is our sesame quinoa bowl. So this is our sesame turnip quinoa bowl. So a lot to say. Sesame turnip quinoa bowl. So definitely let me know if you make this recipe. Super easy to do. And now that it's getting cooler, this is a great time to roast your veggies, especially your root veggies. So this is done. Now we're going to make our sweet potato smoothie using 1 cup of sweet potatoes and 2 cups of almond milk or soy milk or whatever plant-based milk you want to use. I'm really liking pea protein milk and oat milk right now. And oat milk is really easy to make yourself. So just going to put in actually our milk first. 1 cup of our sweet potato. So this is sweet potato. I baked it, let it get nice and soft, and let it cool down. So if you're making like a lot of sweet potatoes and you have some left over, that's a great way to use it. You can also use canned sweet potatoes or even substitute in canned pumpkin. All right, so to that, I'm going to add on 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, powdered cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and about 1-inch piece of fresh ginger. So I've already peeled it and just cut it up into a couple pieces here. So we're going to put that in the blender, and some majol dates. So these are just dates, sweet dates that these still have the pits in them. So if you have the pits, you just want to make sure you open it up and take the pit out before putting it in your blender. These pits are pretty firm, so it can mess up your blades. So I'm putting in 6 of these. So this is going to be mostly whole. We're not adding any sweetness at all, other than the majol dates. The sweet potatoes are already pretty sweet, so we don't have to add any agave or sugar. And we're going to blend this, and then I'm going to add some ice to it. Which is awesome. I'm going to let it blend just a few more moments and then put the ice in. If you have any questions or comments, definitely put them in the section of the comments, whether you're watching YouTube or Facebook. And make sure you tag me so I can see it. Rushing today, and this is what happens when you rush. So just push this through. So you only need about a half cup of ice to a cup. You don't really use too much ice because that will decrease the flavor. Am I doing this right? I'm apparently not strong enough to push this through. You can get the other one. So I'm going to put some ice in here. Wow. That helps me out. Perfect, thank you. All right, so brush up our ice in here. I really just had a mess today. It's all good. All right, so I'm going to put this back on. Nice and smooth and ready to go. Smells awesome. So this is basically a lot of the flavors of a sweet potato pie. I love this smoothie, especially this time of year. It has a lot of roots in it with our turmeric and ginger and or rhizomes in those cases, as well as our roots. So our sweet potatoes. So this is a very root-centered meal, really. And you can have it for dessert or for breakfast. It's very filling, very high in beta-carotene, which will help improve our skin, our vision, as well as our immune system. So make sure you give these recipes a try. Let me know if you try this out. I'll also be making some more holiday-themed smoothies throughout the season. So if there's anything particular you would like to see, like a pecan smoothie or pumpkin smoothie, just let me know. So thank you all so much for watching. Once again, I'm Crystal Forman, the owner, Educator Holistic Wellness and Health. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, showing you how to make healthy, delicious meals using plant-based foods, mostly foods from our farms. So I will see you next time. Peace, love, and blessings, everyone. Take care.